Do 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 do, it's Matthew's World. Number 5.
Okay, so I'm going to talk to you for a moment while I'm driving. This thing's probably like popping up and down. I do not have I guess what you would call a mount or a holder for this phone to like go on my windshield, but I'm going to get one. And I'm almost tempted to get a dash cam or some type of camera to have on my windshield so I can catch some of the lousy driving that I see on a daily basis. Because I'm sitting back thinking, okay, what would be a good video or a good thing to vlog about or talk about or discuss or whatever? And it would be driving. Like, personally, I feel like we need massive driving reform. Like the various departments of motor vehicles nationwide. I feel like we need national reform with driving. Like, it's lousy. Like, today, I've barely been out. But in the time that I have been out, on 3 different occasions, I have watched, and I ain't going to say 3 different occasions, I should say 3 transits, I guess. I have watched one actual accident that took place, then about 5 other possible accidents that could have happened that shouldn't have happened, that thankfully didn't happen, but could have happened because of stupid driving. I don't understand. Like, to me, driving is not that complicated. So, but apparently everybody else, and I don't know if it's it's not a full moon, so I don't know what it is, but apparently everybody's stuck on stupid today or something. So anyway, I just wanted to say that is something I would like to do. If anybody has any suggestions on a dash cam or on a good mount or something that would actually work, please let me know, because I will definitely be investing in that soon, so that way I can bring you not only some entertainment but some awareness to some of the stupidity and some of the foolishness that goes on out here, and maybe all of us will increase and change our driving skills just a little bit and do a little bit better. At least that would be my hope. Who knows? End of rant. Okay, so here I am on a Saturday driving around, kind of semi off from work. I got off at 9 this morning from the group home, and then I go back at 8 tonight. But I went to go get something to eat, and as I'm leaving, I like to go to First Carolina Delicatessen, which I will show you a picture of my food, because just to give them a plug, because they are freaking phenomenal.
I got the Arlington sandwich, a multigrain wheat bread without tomatoes. Absolutely phenomenal. Love First Carolina Delicatessen.
So look, I'm driving by, I know it says yield to pedestrians, which is fine. I'm cool with that. You yield to pedestrians. All right, I get it. But here's my thing. You've got a crosswalk with a light with a red hand on it or a little green walkie person. You got a green light and you got a red light. One, it's a hand. It's a red light basically telling you do not walk, and then one that says walk, right? So the pedestrians also, because I've already talked about, like, I'm putting both of these videos on Matthew's World, so you'll see it. So here's my thing. I already talked about how stupid the drivers are acting. Like, come on, we got to get it together, people. But then pedestrians, what the heck are y'all doing? Like, if it says to stop, you stop. If it says to walk, you walk. That is not complicated, folks. It's not complicated. So here's my thing. And this is the end of my rant after this. For all of you who are bucking up against authority and disregarding it, because that's what this is about. You don't want any rules for yourself. You don't want any regulations. It is what you want, how you want it, when you want it, and that's it. It's a microwave philosophy and it's just selfishness, pure selfishness. I'm not going to answer to nobody. I'm not going to answer to the police. I'm not going to answer to the government. I'm not going to answer to nobody except me. You won't even answer to God, because to you, he don't even exist anyway. So here's my thing. Look, understand there's a reason for authority. Understand there's a reason to answer to authority. There's a reason for accountability. So we don't do stupid stuff like hitting people, running red lights, doing this, shooting people, killing people, acting stupid. That is why there is a such thing as accountability. Does it work all the time? No, unfortunately. However, my advice to you would be to please listen to authority and find a way to be held accountable for your own actions. That's all. All right, so last thing, I promise. Maybe. I'm not going to promise. But you know, the great thing about it is I could always make this video last and then it would be me keeping the promise. You do realize that, right? The power of editing. Never underestimate it. Yeah. So look, you know, I talked last week about the destination and all this other stuff, and you know how God's route and will might not be the same as yours, and you know, and that's cool. But let me say one more thing to piggyback off of that just a little bit. Timing is everything. And you know, there's certain moments in time you can look at certain times in history and say, okay, if that didn't happen, what would have happened? It's kind of cemented, and it just kind of fell perfectly in place. Some of it tragically, some of it miraculously, some of it just in different ways, you know. But timing is everything, and trust God's timing. You know, we get very impatient in this life. Like I was talking a second ago about, we want it our way when we want it. It's a microwave philosophy. We just got to do it. It's like, okay, it don't matter that the light is red. I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. I'm going to walk across because I don't really care. Because I want to do what I want to do when I want to do it how I want to do it. And that's it. So, what? No. Listen. Timing is everything. And yeah, like for single folks, singleness, singleness is the best example, I think, because we push so hard to get with someone, and we miss out on some of the best opportunities. And for some of us that I've watched in the past and even in the present, sometimes it's as much as, oh, I'm in love with this person, or I know what type of person I want, but you're not willing to wait for it. You're not willing to put in any work for it, any sacrifice, anything. And you grab hold of whatever you can, whatever feels good in the moment, to satisfy whatever cravings you have, or whatever loneliness you have, to fill whatever void there is. And then you wake up and you're stuck in a situation and you're like, how did I get here? How did I get in this situation? And I hate to say it, but 9 times out of 10, it's because you didn't wait. You didn't wait. You didn't wait for the right timing. You didn't wait for the right person. Or you ignored the right person. That's happened too. Think very carefully about what you're doing in this life, and take into consideration the timing of God, the timing of the universe, the timing of things. It's so pivotal and so pertinent to all of our situations. When we don't wait on the timing, gotta wait on the timing. Gotta pay attention to it. Maybe I'm rambling, but I hope some of this makes sense. Okay? Here's an interesting sight. We have a lot of crows out here. I've counted 5 or 6. I think I've counted at least 5. And I'm not sure if something died or what, but I find it interesting that they're pecking away at this hill over here. Which, that is really odd to me. There was a cat over here earlier, and it looked like he had something in his mouth. It's just weird, man. like it's a bunch of them out here. There comes another one. Look at that. Look at that. It's like a whole bunch of them.
It wouldn't be right to not have a little bit of Mr. Rogers.
Okay,